This 26 Sports and CCTV high school volleyball presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
And welcome back to McBain High School. Jay Simon alongside Sean Murphy, where the Roscommon Bucks have taken the opening set of our opening semifinal Class C district action over the Lake City Trojans 25-17. The nightcap will feature the McBain Ramblers and the Houghton Lake Bobcats. It's Highland Conference versus Jack Pine Conference. As we mentioned early in that first set, these two teams, Lake City and Roscommon, to the best of my knowledge, have not met this year. If you're looking at common opponents, McBain has beaten both of these teams, but both in close contests. But I think the real difference, at least for the Trojans from a confidence standpoint, and Murphy, as you well know, confidence is like 80% of it for high school teenagers. The Trojans are playing with a lot. They finished second in the Highland Conference tournament on Saturday, and they've got to be feeling really good about their chances and their opportunity here. Obviously, everybody's looking at McBain, probably Roscommon as the two favorites in this district, and sometimes coming under the radar like that can be very beneficial.
Yes. The one thing that Lake City does not have is a lot of seniors. And you know as well as I do, that district, when you get into the playoffs, it really means a lot to the seniors. The other kids, they want to win, but there's something about having seniors on your team that makes a difference. And I'm comparing Lake City, who has 2, to Roscommon that has 4. And with only, I believe, 10 players on Roscommon's team, that's almost half. So you've got half of the kids who know that this could be their last game, and they are playing to win, and that's a huge difference there. I always struggled as a coach is how do I get my freshman to feel like a senior when it becomes playoffs? How do you get the sophomore to feel like a senior because they play differently? And well,
some of that comes from the leadership of your seniors,
yes,
right? Making
yes,
sure that they let those younger kids know how important this is, right? Set number 2 underway. Lake City to start with the serve. Bisball looking for the block kill, doesn't quite get it, but an opportunity for the Trojans as Thome, going after that tight set, grazes the net with her fingers, but we're going to have a discussion on who exactly that net violation was on, as Bob Nelson, our R2, comes over to talk with Jeff Nadig, our R1, and Mr. Nelson telling Mr. Nadig, nope, I had the Roscommon Buck defender.
And that's a great R2 position. That's what he's supposed to be looking at as the net.
And that's his responsibility, right?
Yes.
R1 should be watching the ball. And R2 is watching the players as they come down the midline. And we're going to get a lift on the Bucks. You can double contact that first serve, but you cannot. The ball cannot rest in your hands for, I guess, inordinate is the only word I can think of, amount of time. And
another good word.
Nadig determining that was an inordinate amount of time as... Call that a mostly kill for Jobin. This artist took one swing at it and then tried again. Couldn't quite.
Looking at Jobin, she's checking the net on the outside there to see how high she's got to get.
She's got some hops too. There's a service ace from Sydney Blanchard, one of those 4 seniors that you talked about. The others, Janelle Janice, Sydney, I just mentioned her, Maria Jobin, and Gwyneth Murray, all names that we have mentioned. So they're all playing key roles in this contest as well. Tied at 2 here in the second set. Bucks lead at 1-0. Outside, Bisball tools the block and gets the kill.
Now from this angle, could you see her face above the net? I'm pretty sure it was up there.
I wasn't looking. I'm not going to lie. I apologize. I'll have to make sure I check.
I don't know if that net is low.
Well, I'm positive it's not because I've seen Jeff Nadig and his fancy chain that tells him if the net's right. So I'm sure that was measured before the game started. Tip dug nicely by the libero Church. Artist will send over, trying to send over a tip. A little miscommunication there. Maybe he's not sure who was going to take that ball. And the Bucks have the lead at 4-3. New hands for the Trojans.
Yes.
Madison Pedlar is setting in a 5-1. We saw this against McBain, so they're not running the 6-2 that we thought they might. It was Eric Richards, actually, who did the broadcast on Monday night, told me that he thought Lake City did that, ran a 6-2 with both setters. But
Right.
Eric has watched a lot of volleyball, but he's not coached, so I'm not 100% sure if he saw that correctly, but I wouldn't doubt it. And it would have made a lot of sense to me.
Well, and you've
somebody
got to
in
give
bigger.
Lake City coaching staff some credit, after that first game and realizing that they gave up a lot of points on that outside with Jobin hitting and no one out there blocking, or the middle getting out there a little bit late, to try to switch it up, see what you can do. This is the time where you got to do things, and if you don't switch it up as a coach, you're going to maybe regret it later.
Well, I'm watching the Trojans in the timeout. We have a timeout on the floor, and I was trying to compare Kelsey Steffen to Madison Pedlar, and though Pedlar is bigger, she's not a lot bigger.
No.
So this is not Emily Barnhart of the Bucks on the outside blocking,
Right.
but it does give them a little more height, absolutely. Pedlar a junior, as is Steffen. 6-3, Bucks with the lead out of the timeout. Pedlar in the middle for Thome. Down ball dug up. Back row attack.
Back row shoot.
Yes. Artis looking for the middle. Nice coverage again by Jobin. She'll get it back and gets it past Thome.
Still no block on the outside.
Yeah, they're still dropping Pedlar off, so they're taking their chances, and that's risky. And I can kind of understand it. Maria Jobin is clearly the best hitter on the team for the Bucks, at least to my eye right now, and who they go to the most. They prefer to go outside to her than to go to their middles. Interesting looking dink attempt by Barnhart, and she sets up a swing and kill for herself on the outside.
Those are the ones that you dream of.
That's right.
A little forward spin, and you get up and just hammer it.
Setter doesn't get too many of those pieces of ripe fruit hanging like that. Barnhart knew what to do with it. Pedlar trying to chase that one down, and that goes outside the antenna. So 9-3 Bucks, and some trouble for the Trojans here. They don't want to let them get too far away. Good pass from Jimenez. Thome looking for the middle, dug up nicely again. And we're going to get a throw
Yep.
on that one. Van Wormer keeping her hand on the ball a little too much. You can push the ball with one hand, but you can't change direction.
Right.
And that's the biggest key, I think.
And especially if it hits your palm, you can tip it with a fingertip. That is a great up.
Yeah, we're going to get a net violation on Van Wormer.
Yeah, it draws her right into the net. That was a great collapse dig by Maggie in the back there.
Sending Jobin on that slide attack again. Saw that late in the first set. It's an overpass opportunity for the Trojans. Outside for Artis. Blocked but out of bounds. And it will be point to Lake City, so a couple-point run. It's trimmed it to 9-5. Thome back to serve. Barnhart looking for the campfire, and it was lit.
Got it.
No, it was lit. That time the marshmallows were on the sticks.
They were, yes. Got a touch there.
Eric Richards has entered the building not wearing a tie. I'm a little amazed by that. Actually, he told me that he hates wearing a tie. Only for television. Jobin down the pipe, dug nicely by Bisbal. Dink attempt is covered. Jobin.
Oh no.
Boy.
Oh no.
She's getting up quickly. That's a good sign.
I thought she
landed on Van
tumbled there.
Wormer's foot.
Yes.
Yep.
That was one of those middle-of-the-road sets that either one of them could have taken, and they were both going after it.
Jobin wears those active ankle braces, but it's always a little scary. Here's Jobin on the opposite side, has to tip it. Back row attack from Artis, and nearly takes out Emmett Bronkema, but it is long. And that's bad because Emmett Brockema is out of bounds.
He is out of bounds, yes. But I do like to see her elevating and attacking that ball from the back row and not just standing and taking it over easy. She's getting aggressive.
And we talked about how her contact point, at least from our eyes, there's a service ace off of the hand of Marissa Janice. We like to see her. I always taught it, I don't know about you, I always taught it, see what you're hitting.
Yes.
You got to have that front of the shoulder, see what you're hitting.
Very easy to hit the ball out of bounds when you hit it way behind your head.
Yep. There's a nice cut shot. Nice one-handed dig from Thome, though, off of Van Wormer. Outside for Joven! Nope, sorry, that is Sydney Blanchard. My apologies. Blanchard with the kill. And again, you've
Madison
got
Pedler
front.
is the unfortunate thing with pulling her off is she's really in no man's land. She's not playing defense except for a very short tip, and she's not blocking. So she's really kind of in a position to not really do much.
Outside for Blanchard, blocked. So Winkleman recovers nicely. Another tip opportunity. Boy. Back row for Artis, who sends over the shoot ball. Outside for Blanchard and puts it into the tape. Winkleman again getting over in time. The advantage for Winkleman, if she's paying attention, Sean, if that set is off the net, if it's not in the setter's home, she can be pretty safe to assume that that set's going outside. Right?
Yes, yep.
And that time, Van Wormer finds the floor. 14-8, Bucks with the lead. But as a coach, does it drive you mad watching this many shoot tips?
I was thinking that earlier. We actually had a saying a couple of years ago with a foreign exchange student from Germany who, when she came in and was playing open gym for us, she did that a lot. And finally I asked her, I said, how do you say hit the ball in German? And she said it was Schlag den Ball. And that became our slogan for the year.
I love it. I'm never going to forget that now. 14-9, Bucks with the lead.
Ooh,
in the middle.
She had to adjust on that one.
Yep.
Gwyneth Murray came in there, and she was ready to just drill that thing, but the set was a little to her right, but she made a nice adjustment.
Tooled the block and also got the net violation, and so 15-9, Bucks with the lead. Trojans hanging around. They're beginning to run out of points. And that time, Murray all over the slight overpass. All it takes, we said it, sliver of that ball, and a middle hitter is going to just abuse that thing as soon as they have the opportunity. Back row, Pilkus, the libero. Into the middle, Murray sends it long, no touch, according to the officials. Murphy getting stared down by the McBain Ramblers.
She's trying to intimidate me.
Brooke Richards, the Rambler Junior setter, I think that she gets that from her dad.
A little squirrely.
Definitely gets that from her dad. 16-10, Bucks, overpass.
Oh, a little
nice
joust.
job, yeah. Barnhart
The
keeping it
setter
over.
versus the middle.
That's a big setter, though.
Yeah.
Thome sends over the free ball. Outside for Blanchard. We're going to say it was blocked.
Oh.
And now here's an overpass opportunity for the Bucks.
And that was a
definite two-handed contact.
Okay,
there.
so, Jay, I've got to, defense does not get a lot of credit. I've been watching Peyton Church here for Roscommon, and that girl she's covered every square foot of this floor. And that's even outside of the court. She is fast. And I've seen her take passes from other teammates when they were ready to pass the ball, and she's cutting in front of them and taking the pass, which, as a coach, I'm saying, let her take it.
If she's passing on the money, absolutely. Yes. Church is the libero for the Bucks in the bright yellow shirt. Hard to miss her. Outside, here's Jobin down the line. Oof. And they're going to say it was out and no touch.
Yeah.
So it'll be Trojan ball. 17-12. Bucks have led by anywhere from 4 to 6 through most of this game since taking a 9-3 lead. Another shoot ball easily dug up by the Trojans.
Oh.
Tight set. Thome does a nice job of finding a tough spot. Artis with the dink. And Jobin with the big swing and the kill.
You know, the other thing that I look at, I mean, you drop your setter off to cover that tip. I don't know if Jobin's tipped yet tonight.
No. She's swung at a couple with the off-speed type swing, but I'm not seeing too many outright tips from her. She is bringing the heat every time. There's a back row attack, and that will go a smidge long. Off the hand of Lindsay Pilkus, the sophomore. 19-12 Bucks. Outside for Artis against the double. Gets it through and gets the kill.
Just squeaks it past.
That's where you look at Skylar Van Warmer and you say, penetrate. Got to get those hands over the net. Don't give her room to get it on your side. Here's Jobin out of the middle and finds the line on the outside. Well, Maria Jobin has, I believe, now officially hit from every position in the front row.
Yes.
20-13, the Bucks again, first to 20 here in game 2. They won the first 25-17, trying to put away the second set. Pedler, Thome with the down ball, dug up nicely by Jobin, who's done a great job of that all night. Back to Jobin, off the block. Pedler into the middle. Winkleman dug up. Campfire is lit. That time they were eating the marshmallows.
Were in the fire getting toasted.
That time I think they actually looked away and were munching on it.
Yeah.
Yep. 21-13 Roscommon. Artis sending it down the line. Barnhart all over it. Jobin forced to send over a free ball. Winkleman in the middle. Finds the floor. Good. That's a tough read for Blanchard in the back row because it kind of went off the tape and through Van Warmer's hands. And
sometimes a mishit is better than...
That's right. That's some of my best swings are mishits.
If you don't know where it's going, they don't know where it's going.
Dang straight. Barnhart back set for Jobin. A little tight. Able to get it over. And the aggressive pass dink. Oh, Winkleman working hard. Got it through her. Winkleman again dug up. And this will go out of bounds. Winkleman left her feet 3 times in about a 7-second span there. Twice trying to block, and then once when she took the swing. And the Trojans have cut it to 6.
That's a tough hit.
Yeah, that's coming from behind you. Jobin gets it over, dug by the Trojans. Jobin on the outside with a roll shot. Winkleman in the middle, puts it into the tape. It's a tough rotation right now for Lake City. They've got Winkleman, Pedler, and Duddles up front. Duddles has done a decent job swinging, but Artis is their better outside hitter. Thome is their better middle hitter. And they've got their setter up front, not blocking, so only 2 options. As Duddles sends one down the line, dug up. Van Warmer dug. Back row for Thome. It's fairly effective, and it works.
Yep.
Maggie Thome can hit a pretty tough down ball.
I still would love to see her elevate and get off the ground. I think if she were to get an approach on that, she could be knocking some kids off their feet in that back row.
Absolutely. 22-16, Roscommon. And the swing and the kill from Van Warmer. And the Bucks now 2 points away from salting away this second set. Van Warmer back to serve. Outside for Duddles. And Blanchard finds the hole between Winkleman and the freshman Bisbal, who is up 24-16 now. Game point to the Bucks. Good pass outside for Duddles.
Oh, well, miscommunication there again.
Again, Blanchard and Murray. Murray calling off Blanchard. I'll let you say it, Sean. In that situation, who's got the priority.
It's got to be the outside.
Yep, they can see it, right?
Yep, it's on their shoulder.
And there's another hitting error from the Bucks. And the Trojans on their last serve, trailing 24-18. But they got senior Haley Pilkus back there on the line. Nice pass from Church. Overpass gives the Bucks a chance. Outside. Blanchard finds the floor. And the Roscommon Bucks put away game 2, 25-18. They lead it 2-0. Trojans down to their last game. We'll be back. Game 3 coming up right after this.